Together with Piotr. We are the co-founders of Display.Church, and we have exciting news for you today. But before we get started, Piotr, how are you doing?
Doing good. Hello, everyone.
Excellent. You'll hear from Piotr throughout the webinar, but towards the end, where he's going to show you a little bit about how the system works. He is our chief developer. He is the person who has put it together. So he would love to share with you some of the things he has worked on. Today, we have exciting news for you, and we'd love for you to stick around. Here's why. We are going to announce the giveaway of the iPad. We recently concluded a competition. For those who participated, you would be able to know who won that. So stick around towards the end. And even if you did not participate in that competition, we are giving away $250 gift card for anyone who attend today's call. So to know how to enter that, by just staying towards the end, you would be able to be entered into the drawing of that $250 gift card giveaway. So please stick towards the end. And we have one more. Just for attending this webinar, whether or not you participated in the giveaway or are eligible or wins the $250 gift card giveaway, everyone will have the option, if you so desire, if you don't already have an account with us, to have a 90-day free trial. A 90-day free trial, no credit cards. So again, stick towards the end of this webinar, and we will let you know how to win or claim those. If you have any questions, please comment it, and we will get back to you. If not on the call, but we'll definitely get back to you via email. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you're just excited, please add those comments. Excellent, excellent. So let's actually dive in and get started. So Display.Church, we make your church data pretty. I would like to give a quick recap of who we are. And for those who are our current clients who are currently on a trial, we would get to the more exciting news very quickly. So bear with us. So let's just kind of get through to understand our vision and our purpose. We focus on digital strategies and best practices. So we are not just a development company. We are a marketing software company, and we're constantly looking at what the best practices are in the church com space, what our clients are doing, and the feedback that you give to us, as well as what's happening around the world and generally in the marketing space of what's working. We also look at the data sets that we have. We have thousands of data sets that we are able to view and look at what is working, what isn't working, what people want, what is effective. And we focus and help develop tools that help you convert. At the end of the day, your website is your digital door to your church. And most of the efforts that you do on your website is intended to lead to conversion, getting people through your physical door. So we really focus on that. We optimize on that. And you'd find that we are very continuously innovate and continuously look at solutions that make sense, not just design. But we also make this easy for you to implement. You can hire a developer. You can have people give you exactly what you want. What if you can have the best of both worlds? So we allow you to customize this information with your own brand. And you can have, once you're finished, it's a one-time setup for any new campaign that you're running. And you can almost pretty much set it and forget it. And that's the key thing. We not only make your website data pretty, we take your data that you have or you already inputting into your, let's say, Google Calendar or church management system, like who we integrate with, Pushpay, CCB, Planning Center, and Breeze, and more to come. We take your data that is already there, that you're already manipulating, and we pull that in automatically and allow you to set a campaign that's effective, that leads to conversion. And again, you can almost set it and forget it and saves you time. So I think that's what we're really excited about. But not only that, we go a step further, where a lot of the companies out there that offer similar solutions to what we offer. In fact, some of the solutions are inbuilt into some of the partners that we work with. Where we differ is that we offer the ability to fine-tune multiple filtering options and really create powerful, filterable views and widgets that matches your exact need. Some of those solutions out there is almost like the level of filtering offer is not as comprehensive. So again, we always try to make this as easy as possible to implement whatever campaign that you desire. All right, so the three main products that we offer right now is our groups widget, our calendar widget. For those who are familiar with that, or you may be your first time hearing it, we're going to go do a quick review. And we're really excited about the latest product, which is our events alerts product. Our groups widget currently integrates with PushPay Church Community Builder product, as well as Planning Center Groups product. And there's 4 simple views that you can use to pull your data in. One of the key things is the ability to set your call to action. Again, we are so focused on conversion. You can do join group. If the integration offers a form or group, you can do links within the description, the first link, the last link. And you can also do a call to action to contact the organizer. And all of this data, you're not setting it manually in our system. We are pulling that from your events, plus more. Our calendar product, which is the most used and was the first product that we developed, has 7 views that allows you to create unique display of your calendar events. One of the most interesting case studies that we saw, Arboro Church, and this is Nicole. She's one of our power users, and she actually found a really, really clever way to use the different options that we offer. So I'd like to take a quick look to just demonstrate and showcase what she's doing. All right, so this is their events page, and you would hear from her a video recording of hers explaining what were her concepts. So I wanted to point out some key things here. She created a events page and she focused on digital conversion and strategy, but she used our different widgets and views to be able to communicate to different audience in different ways, saying the same thing. And sometimes that's important. Sometimes you have to say the same thing in different ways. Visually, Display.Church allows you to do that. So she used our widget at the top here where she considers these and the church considers these the most important events. So it's right at the top of the page. And the person who comes to this page can kind of be drawn, their minds can be drawn clearly to what's the most important thing. And the weekly view gives you or the viewer a snapshot of what's happening for that week. It's very useful. So if they want to know what's actually happening for the next 7 days, this is a great view. And then she also included a similar option at the top, but she filtered it out and offered things for where you can see everything. You can see adults, youth, as well as she have the feature events again. We thought this was a very clever way of using our different views and different content and putting it together in a digital, appealing way that we believe, and based on her data set, is much more effective versus sending someone to a page that shows you everything all the time. All right, so let's just hear from her on what were their reasoning behind this page.
I'm in Long Beach, California, and the church I'm working at, I actually grew up there. Yeah, so we are probably like a medium-sized church, and I've been now the creative director for a couple of years, and that's kind of how I got started using Display.Church. So yeah. So feature events are the events that people come up to a pastor or someone who's volunteering, just kind of thinking through like, what are those big events that a lot of people are asking about? And so I wanted that right at the top so that the people who are coming there just to look for that specific event, they would find that right away at the top. And then the weekly view would be what's happening this week. We have a lot of things that happen on Wednesdays, as you can see. So that's kind of like our biggest draw on a weekly basis, other than Sunday. And then this one I just updated with the tabs. Just tried to like put buckets so that people can see. If they're a parent, they're going to look at the youth one. If they're an adult, they can see all the adult ones, or they can just see everything. And then, the fact that it's broken up by month, I think it's just better than like a full, like endless scroll. So that was something I changed, I think, like a month ago. Yeah, and it's really helpful because we do plan things out ahead of time. So like Vacation Bible School, that's something that people will ask us about in January. They'll ask, when is it? What's happening? What are we doing? And so that people will want to know that it's on the calendar. And even because I've broken it up on each page, like on each ministry page, as well as like making a featured events calendar, making like what's happening this week, and then just kind of that, like, here's everything. I think that has helped because I know when I come to someone's events page, I might come with different things in mind. I might either be looking for a specific event and I can't find it, or I want to see what's happening all like the whole month or the whole week, or I might just want to look and see what's going on. And so that's kind of like the thought process behind our events page. Because we have it is interesting because I've seen other churches where they just post like their like all church events, like they don't post their ministry events on their website, but we've always just posted everything so that anyone who wants to join can come, as well as like our current congregants use that calendar to see it. So it is kind of interesting. I feel like other churches use it for just for visitors, that's the only people that look at it, so they're just coming to main events. So I think that's probably like our unique problem that we were trying to solve, and I think we've solved it for the most part.
All right, so now on to our third and new product, banner alerts. Banner alerts. You see, look, as we saw with Nicole, she found a very interesting way to show and highlight the most important events, as well as give the user different looks and displays so that the user can find what they want without being overwhelmed. We know many churches have tons and tons of weekly events. Most churches are event-based, program-based, and you can have discussions of whether that is good or not. But as churches grow, there's lots of needs to be met, and a lot of those needs are met through events. But what if you can feature the most important items? And that's where our event alerts comes in. It draws attention to the most important things automatically and in a way that the user, as they navigate your website, they can find that information without having to look for it. And we have many styles that are coming. The first one that we are focused on under event alerts would be a suite of different views. The current one that we offer at this time is the banner alerts. Banner alerts is, as what it says, it's a bar type where you can feature that at the top, at the bottom, and you have tons and plethora of options of how that displays, where it displays, and how it grabs the attention. Remember, the cool thing with banner alerts, as many websites do offer options to create alert bars, our banner alerts works with your current data. Banner alerts integrates with all the solutions we work with at this time, and you can set it and forget it. Filter which event that you would consider feature. Those events would show and then disappear once that event is over. You don't have to remember to go back and turn it off. I think this is a very, very powerful feature that combines something that had already exists, but use the data that you already created. Since we have released this, we're excited to see many of our church partners actually implementing the banner alerts. Here we have an example of First Baptist Allenton. And as you can see at the very bottom of their website, they have highlighted one of the events that they would like to feature. And this is a really cool way where you can highlight not everything, because if you add all the events on this banner, it defeats the purpose of having it all on an events page. But it's a really unique way to bring attention to some campaign, whether the campaign is focused on members or more likely should be focused on guests, to get them to connect with your church in a different way. And again, banner alerts, event alerts is really, really useful for your big campaigns like VBS, Easter, Christmas, or special campaigns that you do, mini-series on finance. health fairs, things of that nature. All right. So let's just actually take a quick look at what that looks like. So here you can see on their page at the very bottom, it comes in that blue color, so you can't miss it. But they decided to fade it out so it doesn't distract the person continuously as they navigate the different aspect of the website. So in this particular widget, they have decided to customize it with an intro and outro text. They have also decided to use the call to action by email, where they will contact the organizer. When you click on this, it's going to open up an email client. And then they have also included our countdown timer. They have decided to set this at the bottom of the website instead of the top. And another thing they have done, which we allow you to do, is set it only to a specific page. So if I go to their homepage and I scroll down, you would notice there that banner does not show there. But in fact, we can kind of quickly see some of their other events, which also uses what we offer. And they also have a very clever way to filter out their activities by tabs. And again, I would highly recommend this option as well. But again, as we said, with the banner alerts, you can have it set to show all website, or you can have it set to specific pages. You can have it come in at the bottom, at the top. You can have the call to action linked to a link or an organizer or a form, a PCO form, planning center form, or CCB, RSVP form, etc., etc. You can exclude the countdown timer. Again, tons and tons of options. We're really excited about this. Great. As we saw with First Baptist Arlington, you can place your banner alerts at the top or the bottom, and it also responds nicely on your mobile phone as well, as demonstrated here. What I did mention and preview is that you have options to customize. We can pull your existing data. You can decide to show a call to action button or not. You can show the countdown timer or not. You can customize the colors and the fonts, and you can personalize it and make it effective by adding and editing the intro and outro statements. And what I hinted at is that there are certain elements within your widget that you can customize as well. So it's very powerful, where it doesn't become, you can really customize it to meet your specific needs. And as First Baptist Arlington did, they were able to choose where to place it. And you have options to make it sticky or not. You can show immediately on the first page load or not, or as you scroll, and you can customize some of the messaging. Much more to come. We want to make sure that even though you can set this and forget it, we want to make sure that the banner alerts does not become something that people ignore. So we try to make it that you can customize the effect and the appeal and the language so that it becomes effective as you have this banner alert running week after week, event after event. It still appeals. There's a couple of things that we have planned on, whether to give you multiple options, to use alternative text, or use things like AI in order to generate variations of the same text. We also have planned options to have at least 2 different color views, so that from event to event, the effects changes, so the person does not dismiss your event banner as something that is part of the website. We know that's also a challenge. So again, we really focus on conversion. As you can see, there's tons of things you can optimize, very easy to do so, no coding required, very, very customizable. Again, you can go as loud, as colorful as you want, or something more subdued. It's totally up to you. And this is the initial first review. Other options are coming. We're going to have a floating bar coming soon, plus other options mentioned. Okay. I hope you are excited as we are, as many of our church partners are. Again, if you are already connected with us, you could go ahead and give that a try today. It's available for everyone. And if you're new, you can definitely get started. But I would love to just give you a live demo, a few other options, specifics on how this works. Pyoita is going to share that. If you have any questions, please comment it and we will get back to you. If not on the call, but we'll definitely get back to you via email. So if you have any questions or comments, or if you're just excited, please add those comments. So now I'm going to turn it over to Piotr.
Thank you, Jason. Without further ado, let's jump into demos. A video is worth more than 1,000 images, but experience is worth more than 1,000 videos. So here, as you can see, we have a demo page. This is a demo test page of a church. This is not a real church. This is our page that we prepared solely for demo purposes. As you can see, this is a quite static website that introduces our calendar widgets, but no event banners alerts visible on this website yet. So when I refresh the page, you'll notice an alert banner popping up from the top of the page. And this one uses CCB integration, push pay integration. And you may see that introduces the event name, the date and time when it occurs, and some opening and closing text. Also, we've added here a countdown timer that gives this nice time perspective of when this event takes place. So this is one of the 4 examples that I'll showcase to you. So we can close this one and it will reappear every time when someone enters the page or refresh the page. Now let's jump into the details. I'll change the tab to Display.Church, and you will see here, you can see here a widget builder. You may feel overwhelmed a bit if you are not familiar with our product yet. So let me quickly walk you through of the interface and what you see on the screen. So on the left-hand side, you will see a navigation where you can jump between the products that we offer. And right now we are talking about event alerts. So this one is highlighted. In the main area here, this is a preview of the widget that will eventually appear on your website when you embed it. So here we've introduced this frame that mimics the web browser. It gives you a preview of the widget and also gives you a list of events that are matching the search criteria. Because the idea behind the event alerts that we provide is that it should work automatically. You should not come back here and change these alerts when a new event appears. These event alerts will appear on your website automatically and will introduce the next events in the series that match your search criteria. So here on the right-hand side, you will see some other options where you can select the integration that this widget will source the information from. You can specify the website and exactly the page where it will be displayed. And also you can filter out the events that you want to show on the widget. So depending on integration that you use, you may have a different options. Here, this one uses CCB integration. So it gives you ability to filter by group, campus, department, or location. And these differs on the integration that you select. So here you have a list of events that are next to be promoted on this event alerts. Right now, it introduces the coffee event. Then next will be Evangelist Series, Kids Mean, and VBS. Okay, so that's that regarding the setup and determining what events to promote with this little yet powerful widget. Next, I would like to explain the design tab that we have that gives you full control of how the widget behaves and how it looks. So let's start with configuration, a quick walkthrough. Here you decide about the placement of the widget, whether it's a top on the bottom, whether it sticks or scrolls with the page. Then you can select a behavior when this widget will appear. This one appears every time when the page loads. And then you may decide whether to show this close button, whether a user can close it or not. And then if the banner should appear and after it has been closed. Then you can add some custom messaging to the beginning and the end of the message here. And finally, we go to design, where we can select, where basically we can change the color or fonts sizes or typography of any visible item here. So we can change the background color of the widget itself, of the bar, like the background, or we can change the text color or any other item. Regarding the fonts, we are supporting Google fonts, so you can change these fonts to any from the Google. And you can quickly, with one click of a mouse button, change the size of the font. Now, what's most important is call to action. However, I will explain call to action in a different example. And finally, a countdown timer that you can turn on or off, and also change its behavior. So now let's go to the example number 2. I'll go here to the index page of all the event alerts that I've prepared for this demonstration. I'll unpublish this calendar, and if I unpublish this calendar, once unpublished, if I go back to my demo page and I refresh it, then this banner will disappear. So this gives you a quick way to turn on or off banners at will. So now I'll publish this one. This one uses PCO integration. It also appears from the top of the page, but its behavior is a little bit different. First of all, you may notice that it has this button here. So this is the final thing that I didn't explain yet. It's called call to action. And depending on your integration, we introduce a couple of options that you may choose. For PCO are these. And basically, these two are common for any integration you support. So if your event has a description, and within that description there are links, you can select first or last link from description to be your call to action. So if you have a link to a custom form or a link to a different page that you would like to navigate the visitor to, you can select one of these options, and then on a click, they will be redirected to other page. Also, you can change the label of call to action. So you can customize for your messaging, and also you can customize it looks. So you can change these colors of that button. Now, the other thing I've modified is that this bar will appear when scrolling to the middle of the page. I find it useful in a situation where you want to grab attention of what's happening on the website. So for example, you have here very important information, a block of text, or whatever that you feel that is most important on your website, and you don't want to overwhelm the visitor with appearing things from the top or the bottom, then I think this option is the best, because once they will get familiar with your website and consume the content that you are that you would like them to focus on, then finally, when scrolling somewhere in the middle of the page, you can give them a little nudge with this bar coming from the top and get their attention, like, hey, register now to this event. So you don't interrupt the flow of the visitor, but you give them a little of a nudge to do something, or inform them about something important. Now, the other example would be third one, and next example uses a Breeze integration. So let me quickly publish this one. And also it's a bit modified. So this one uses this bright, energetic colors and appears on the bottom of the page. Yeah, so it will open every time visitor visits your website, and it will immediately appear from the bottom. So if I refresh this page, you may see that's appearing exactly as on the preview in a builder, and it gives you this immediate grabbing attention with bright colors appearing from the bottom. It's like immediate attention grabbing feature. And also, I hope you've noticed how quick and easy it is to switch between these, turning on or off. It's like super easy. just a matter of 2 clicks, and this banner will go away. For example, after you finished your campaign, you don't want to show this anymore. You don't have to delete it because you may use it in the next campaign or in another occasion. So once you unpublish this one, and visitor will revisit your website, poof, it's gone. Now, final example would be something that I'm most hyped about. This is um, an alert that uses Google integration. And the reason that I'm so excited about this one in particular is that you don't have to use these advanced technologies like CHMSs, CCB, PCO, or Breeze. If you are a small church or you want to experiment, or you are like a side department that uses their own calendar, you can always integrate with Google. Google provides a free to use calendar that you can integrate with DC. We will pull the events from this calendar, and you can use our widget banners as same as it will be Breeze, PCO, or CCB. So for this for this demo, what I've made is that it will appear from the bottom of the page. However, I made it in a way that it will appear only if the visitor scroll to the very bottom. This is, I think, very useful. For example, if you have a website where there are a lot of information, but you want to just highlight something, or you'd like to engage the user to, for example, visit another page, or make an action, or just inform them about something that is happening in your church, then once they scroll to the bottom of the page, their flow is not interrupted at all. However, when they reach the very end, you give them this nice banner here that, hey, join our coffee, and you're invited to have snacks, games, and we'll have some fun. So yeah, that was the last example I've prepared for you today. I hope that it gives you these nice ideas how you can use this on your website, how you can improve and amplify your communication with the visitors. And I believe that you already have some ideas how to use it and how to uh, apply this to your church communication. So yeah, so I've been talking a lot, Jason.
All right, thank you, Piotr, for that live demo. Hopefully, it gave you a insight into how easy it is to set it up. I know some of it may be overwhelming if you are seeing it for the first time, but what we hope to show you is that everything that you can change could be changed. And as you log in and play with the new product, it would begin making more sense. So happy building. So we'd love to see what you guys come up with. Now we have reached the end of this webinar, and we do have a quick announcement for those who are not clients at this time and would like to get started. We have a invite code that you can use that gives you 90 days free, no credit card required. All right. Again, 90-day trial, no credit card required. It's an invite code. The invite code is Display.Church, one word. And once you go to the registration page, go to Display.Church.com or Display.Church, click on register. You're going to see a question that says, do you have an invite code? Click on that, enter the invite code Display.Church, fill in the information, and you would get 90 days to try this out. And all our other products, event alerts, group widgets, if you so desire, as well as calendar events as well. So thank you so much for joining us. And for those who added questions, we'll definitely, if we have not replied to those yet, we will definitely get back to every single one of those via email. So look forward to our response. Again, thank you so much for joining us. All right, but one more thing, last but not least, for those who made it to this point, you are eligible to win a $250 gift card just for reaching this point. Go ahead and comment the word GIF in the comments. Go ahead and comment the word GIF, and we would add you to the drawings. The announcement of this will happen very shortly. Okay, just for attending this webinar, you are eligible to win the $200, the $250, in addition to the invite code, which everyone can use. Again, that invite code is Display.Church. And finally, for those who entered our competition, participated in our competition, the winner of that is Sean O'Driscoll. Sean O'Driscoll. All right. Congratulations. Congratulations. If you are on this call and you want the iPad, please reach out to us. Let us know. We will be reaching out to you as well. So thank you. Thank you so much. Again, everyone is a winner. You can participate. If you are not a client, you can participate and get the 90-day free trial. If you attended this webinar, whether you're a client or not, you will be eligible to win the $250 gift card. And again, once again, congratulations to our winner of the iPad. All right, Piotr, I know we have reached the end. It was a longer one. How are you feeling?
Wow, that was both exciting and energetic. Thank you.
And thank you for your demo, and everyone who attended. Thank you for your time. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.
Bye-bye.